Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at is a beer from Prairie Artisan Ales. This is the Lil Nap. The Lil Nap is a sour ale with blackberries and lime. It is 6% alcohol by volume. The IBUs are not listed, but it's going to be pretty low with this type of beer. Prairie Artisan Ales is a craft brewery out of Krebs, Oklahoma. It says brewed and canned by Krebs Brewing Company, Krebs, Oklahoma. I have had some of the Prairie beers before, including the Prairie Bomb, which is an imperial stout. It's pretty much a world-class beer, so I have been pretty impressed with the beers that I've had from Prairie so far, although the selection has been somewhat limited in my area. All right, so I'm pretty excited about this one. I love sour ales, blackberries, and lime. That sounds really good. 6% alcohol, nice and relatively sessionable for the style. Wow, okay. There's your pour. Very dark, reddish purple, super hazy. Can't see through it at all. It looks almost like juice. Poured with about a finger of a pink, creamy looking head. The aroma is interesting. You're definitely getting a fruity note on the aroma. I'm not really getting any lime. This actually kind of smells like a red wine, to be honest. Kind of a strange aroma. Doesn't really smell like blackberry to me. There is a fruity note, but it's more along the lines of a fruitiness that you would get with wine. That's what it smells like, yep. Interesting. So it kind of smells like wine, not getting the lime. Definitely getting some fruity notes. It smells tart. All right, so an interesting aroma, not what I was expecting, but most important part is the taste. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. Whew. Very sour. Definitely getting those fruity notes right up front. Although, if I didn't read the label and see that it was blackberry and lime, I wouldn't necessarily say blackberry. It's almost more of a red grape type thing that you get with a red wine. As a matter of fact, this beer tastes a lot like wine, which is strange. It's relatively crisp with the carbonation. It's light to almost medium. Um, it's kind of a thick mouthfeel, although it's not a heavy bodied beer. It's just kind of thick. It goes down super smooth. You could drink a few of these, no problem. It is pretty enjoyable, although it's slightly disappointing because it doesn't taste like a beer. It really does taste a lot like red wine. I'm no wine expert, so I couldn't really give you a specific wine, but just a sweet red wine that may have been allowed to sour a little bit or sat in the fridge too long after being opened. It's strange. The finish is crisp, relatively clean, refreshing, semi-dry, because it is pretty sour on the finish, which kind of dries it out a little bit. Not my favorite sour. I was kind of hoping for more after that Prairie Bomb. I was expecting a world-class beer here, and it's definitely not world-class. Yeah, a sour red wine type thing going on. The blackberries are, I don't know, indistinguishable. It's just a very sour, fruity type note. The lime is completely lost in this one. It's good, but it's definitely not in the excellent range, and it's really not even B plus. It's kind of in the middle. I'm gonna go with an 84 out of 100. It's getting up there towards a solid B, but it's definitely not my favorite sour. I do recommend checking it out if you can find a single. I bought a 4-pack for 13 or 14.99, so that's kind of disappointing that you pay all that money. You're expecting a really awesome beer, and it just kind of falls a little bit short. Um, there's no 04/16/2019, it looks like, actually, that it was canned on. Not very easy to read, though. It's like yellow, and it's kind of smudged on the bottom of the can there. It's an interesting beer, I'll say that. If you like red wine, you might want to check this out because it's definitely got a lot of wine characteristics to it. But like I said, not my favorite sour. 84 out of 100 for the Prairie Lil Nap from Krebs Brewery out of Krebs, Oklahoma. So check it out if you're interested in sour beers and you like red wine. It might be for you. It's not a bad beer by any stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely not worth the price point. In my opinion, $13.99 is way too high for just a good beer. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.